Have you been jumping around from marketing company to marketing company for years? If so, maybe it's not you, maybe it's a business owner you know. There's a story I want to tell you that will give you some massive insight as to what's really going on if you have been canceling with marketing vendor after marketing vendor, thinking that it all doesn't work. Do you have, or anyone you know, have a friend who is currently dating, who just perhaps got on the market or just broke up with someone and now is, newly single, going around dating? And they go on their first date and they get close and they fall head over heels for a little bit, and then they immediately start going, this person's not a fit, they're not perfect for me, right? And then they meet someone else right after, and then they go, oh, this could be the perfect person, oh my God. And then, a month later, they're like, oh gosh, not again, this person's not perfect for me. And then it happens the third time, fourth time, fifth time. Ultimately, there's like 7 relationships that go on in a row, and the person ends each relationship thinking that they were the problem, right? So they break up with all of them. They end the relationship with all of them thinking that they're the problem. Why can't anybody just be the right one for me, right? But what's really going on is they're carrying the baggage from their past relationship. Maybe, they're carrying distrust with them. They're a little skeptical. They're not ready to commit to a long-term relationship. And therefore, they're criticizing some of the gifts and negatives of others overly. They're overly focusing on these things because they're looking for the bad, right? So I'm sure you can relate to this. Now these people who are going through this speed dating, quote unquote, what's really going on there? Okay? Well, if you're one of their friends and you see this going on from the outside, it's not hard to see who the problem really is, right? And this happens in marketing so commonly that it is becoming a catastrophic problem for business owners nationwide. This agency jumping syndrome, we call it. It's like a disease that's been spreading because business owners don't know what they don't know. Marketing is changing so quickly that you hear a good pitch, you sign up with a new marketing vendor, it doesn't work perfectly expected to plan. If you just silo that one marketing service for what it is, okay? And then ultimately you cancel with them. And that process continues with your Facebook ads, your SEO, your Google ads, your, LinkedIn marketing strategy, whatever, your website. This continues for all the segments of your online marketing as a small business. And the problem there is if you go into these relationships with marketing vendors with a skeptical eye, what really happens is you bring that baggage with you, and the marketing agency is going to sense that. The marketing agency is going to know that you're coming in with that short-term mindset, and do you think they're going to be more or less motivated to go above and beyond for you if you're coming in, immediately criticize everything they do, saying it's not working, and saying that you're going to cancel if things don't turn around? That doesn't show a good, future plan. That doesn't show that you're willing to work with them long term if things work out, right? So who is really the problem here? Because if you were following a multi-channel marketing approach, okay, if you were following an approach where you had a email nurturing system so that every lead you generate from every channel is getting nurtured, okay, if you had a system in place where any person who visits your website, they're getting retargeted on Facebook and LinkedIn or Google display ads or YouTube ads, okay? And even if, for example, you sign up with somebody who's going to do your Google ads, you get, let's say 10 leads from it, and all of them don't become clients or customers of your business, what happens next? Well, are they plugged into a robust nurturing system, or are those leads just abandoned? Which then causes you to go, oh, this service isn't working, when really it was working. There was just a problem in your marketing nurturing process, right? And then lo and behold, you cancel. Now, one of the problems with canceling with marketing vendors all the time is you don't get the insane leverage that long-term data collection gives you. When you collect data after years and years and years and years of marketing, what happens is you gain intellectual leverage as to what's going on in your market, what demographics are responding the best, what keywords are pulling in the highest quality traffic, okay? And you jump from agency to agency, and some of those agencies will not give you ownership of your Google ad accounts, your Facebook ad accounts. They won't give you ownership of the content they create for you. They won't even give you ownership of your URL or your website in some circumstances. So you jump around and you're left with nothing. So then your investment in the marketing company not only becomes unprofitable while working with them, but also a waste because you don't have data to leverage after the fact, right? So I want you to analyze, if you're the type of business owner that's been jumping around from marketing vendor to marketing vendor to marketing vendor, what's going on here, right? Is it your lead nurturing process that you need to build a more robust structure around? Maybe it's your sales process. Maybe it doesn't matter what marketing company you deal with. You're not using automated text follow-up. You're not having trained salespeople following up with your leads, and you're just waiting for those layups that come in only through referrals, that come in, infrequently. And then you get these colder marketing leads and your business isn't able to sustain it, right? Now, the most important thing, which we have another video on, is how to create a marketing budget allocation. So the highest leverage task you can make when you're doing your annual marketing planning or semi-annual is to create a budget allocation plan, right? To say we're going to spend this much per month on our marketing. We're going to base it on a certain multiple of the last quarter's revenues, right? Percentage. And then we're going to break that down by percentage by platform. So we're going to spend 20% on Google ads, 20% on SEO, 20% on Facebook ads, 20% on email marketing, whatever, right? Then you know where to channel your investment dollars, okay? So that you can then look at things from a zoomed out perspective and as a multi-channel marketing approach, which is much more realistic than making it feel like the one vendor that you work with for SEO or for your Google ads is literally going to hold your business afloat or grow your business, because it's a multi-channel approach that wins in the modern marketing age, okay? Which is what we're in now. So the most important thing you can do is put together a budget allocation, okay? And then find marketing companies for each of those segments of your budget allocation that can fulfill the goals you need to reach, right? So what does that look like? Very simple. Find someone you trust, find someone that's ahead of the trends, and find people who are very talented at what they do. And if your gut tells you you trust them, that's a pretty good sign that they're doing the right thing for you. Then, if you have up months, down months, medium months, whatever, you've already created your marketing budget allocation. You already know what percent you're going to spend towards Google ads. So then it becomes a question of, great, do we still trust this company even though we had a bad month? Great, do we still trust this company even though we had a mediocre month? If the answer is yes and yes, then you don't need to go through all the pain of canceling with a marketing company, going through the whole sing and dance of getting another marketing company to sign up with, right? And then canceling with them again, which ultimately creates so much busy work that it sets you back and doesn't give you the data you need to succeed, okay? Or the consistency for that, okay? So create a marketing budget allocation and commit to one company that you trust, okay? To run the different elements of that marketing budget allocation in your business. If you want to create a marketing budget allocation for your business, we have a free video on this topic in our YouTube channel. Just click on the video link in this video and watch that video next. I'll see you in the next video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like this video if you liked it so that we know we're doing the right thing, and I greatly appreciate your time, energy, and attention. Thanks so much.